Hi everyone, so now we are back with the part 3 of the ACL lab. So in this video, I will teach you guys how to edit the named extended named ACL in Cisco iOS. So as I mentioned in the lecture session, so the advantage of named ACL is you can directly edit the ACL statement on the Cisco iOS. If you are going to use the number ACL, so you need to paste everything to the notepad and then edit it there and disable the access list and paste back the ACL statement into the Cisco iOS. So it's kind of tedious if you are using numbered ACL, but in named ACL you can directly edit it. So first of all, before I start editing the ACL statement, so I will tell you guys what I'm going to do now is I will add a new statement, which is I will allow the PC3 to ping PC0. That means that I want to allow the ICMP traffic to host 192.68.1.51. So before we start, we need to see first the line number in the access list. So if I put show access list, so I'll just drag it here. So in router 3, there are 3 access lists now. So this is the access list on for the NAT, no address translation that you place for network 172.16.1.0. And then this is the numbered access list. Okay, so if you see here, there is a matches, meaning because we already tested previously, we already tested the traffic for the FTP and the HTTP and the HTTPS services. So that's why there's a matches here. If you have not tested, so like for example here for FTP data, because we just make a connection but we don't do anything about the FTP services, so that's why there's no matches on port 20. All right, and then this is the named ACL that we have configured. So we see that we have tested the secure web services here, and we also test ping for everything else, ping and the HTTP services. So hence the reason why we have 16 matches of the ACL statement. So to edit this, what I'm going to do is I will insert the new statement on the second line, which is after permitting the secure web services. All right. So in order for us to do that, we need to note the line number here. So the line number that we are going to insert must be in between 10 and 20. So it could be any number, which is starting from 11 until 19. So I'm going to use line number 15. So to do or to edit and add a new line on the named ACL, so first we need to go into the HTTPS only access list. Okay, make sure you are now in global configuration mode. Okay, so IP access list, that's HTTP. Right. So instead of starting with permit command, we need to start with the line numbers. So now I put the line number 15, and then I will permit ICMP packet from this network, which is 172.16.1.0, and the wildcard mask is 0.0.0.127. Sorry, the wildcard mask should be 15. Okay, and I want to allow the ping traffic to host 192.168.1.51. Okay. Oh, that's not enough zero in the wildcard mask. Okay. So now I want to see back whether the new access list has been inserted in between of line 10 and line 20. So I just issue command do show IP access list. So you can see that the new line has been added here. All right. So you will notice that if you previously, if you um, write the deny statement at the bottom, so it will appear. But if you do not write the deny statement at the bottom of the list, so it won't appear in the access list. Okay. Now we'll test it. So you already know that previously when we tried to ping 172.16. Sorry, 192.168.1.51, the destination is not reachable. So now we try to ping again. Uh, it does not work. I'm not quite sure why. Let me try again. Hmm. Okay, guys, I made a mistake because here the network is 172.16.1.0. I supposedly I allow the source address should be 172.16.1.128. So what I'm going to do now is I just remove this statement and um, re-enter the new statement. Okay, so I change the source address. Okay, this happened, guys. So okay, so the address should be 128. Okay, let us test again. Okay, all right, so it works now. All right, so if I test it with, I'm not quite sure what PC1 IP address is. Oh, since it is 51, this is 0, so 52. So if I test it with 52, so supposedly it's not reachable because we only permit the SAP traffic to PC 192.68.1.51. All right. So that's all for editing name to SEL. I hope that you can understand, and you need to submit the lab, the packet tracer for this lab by this Friday. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.